Review of the book The Gun and Germ and Steel. This is a summary of the whole book for easy for you. Instead of you read whole book, you can listen and understand what is the conclusion of Gerald Diamond in The Gun and the Germs and Steel. The theory of geographic determinism, the idea that the difference between society and societal development arises primarily from geography cause. The book is framed as a response to question that Diamond heard from Yali, a charismatic New Guinean politician. Yali wants to know why is it that you white people developed so much cargo, but we black people had little cargo of our own. In other words, why have European society been so militarily, economically, and technologically successful in the last 500 years, while other societies have not approached such a level of achievement? The part 1 of the book, Diamond sketch out of the course of recent human history, emphasizing the difference between civilization. Beginning about half a million years ago, the first human emerged in Africa and eventually migrate around the rest of the world in search of game and other sources of food. About 11,000 years ago, certain human beings developed agriculture, called revolution of agriculture, before the revolution of industrial, a major milestone in human history. By the 15th century AD, and numerous differences has risen between civilizations. For example, when Francisco Pizarro led a Spanish expedition to the Inca Empire in the early 16th century, he was able to defeat the Incan emperor easily. Why did the European colonize the New World and not other way around? In part 2, Diamond talked about the dawn of agriculture and explained why it arose in certain parts of the world, but not others. Using carbon dating technology, archaeologists have determined that the first site of agriculture was Mesopotamia in the Middle East, followed by Mesoamerica and China. Agriculture rose in those areas for a few reasons. Most of humans being on the planet at the time were hunter-gathered, meaning that they hunted game and picked nuts and berries for their food. But in the part of the world that first developed agriculture, game and food were becoming scarcer, motivating experimentation with a new form of food production. In Mesopotamia, ancient humans used trial and error to learn how to plant certain large seeds in the earth, resulting in the crop that could be harvested and converted into highly nutritious food. These early people also learned how to domesticate wild animals, breeding family of modern animals like a dog, cow, and horse. Humans used their domesticated animal to assist with agriculture work, while also learning how to domesticate certain wild crop, breeding most of the world familiar modern crop. In conclusion, Gerald Diamond argued the difference between the different peoples and society of the world are largely attributable the geographic difference between the different regions of the world. In certain parts of the world, humans began pursuing agriculture because the fertile soil and temperature climate made agriculture a good use of time and resource. Agriculture society then gained tremendous advantages over non-agricultural society, because the increase in the leisure time enabled people to develop technologies and centralize political structure, and the primate to the animal gave people immunities to deadly disease. As a result, some society were able to conquer others.